You know, for the microphone to work, you have to turn it on. Yeah, Tuesday morning. There we go. I was not born a smart man. Working good now. Yeah. Sorry, sorry. Who we got here? Mr. Sadie was first, of course. Sadie's on the ball this morning. He's in a good mood. I'll let him tell you. Bum crack picker. The man from the east. East of what? East of America. East of the Atlantic Ocean. East of Russia. No, west of Russia. He's in the northern hemisphere. Yeah. Chicken toad, Joanna. Where are you from, Joanna? Do I know that? I probably know that and I forgot. Lag. Lag. How you doing, Lag? Hank Allen Cash. Is that your real name or? Probably not. That internet cable. Tennessee? From the hills of Tennessee? Did you know Jed Clampett? I bet you did. Jethro and Ellie Mae and Granny. Life is too short to be in a bad mood, but yeah, I finished 39th out of 1,652 in a poker tournament. That's a good win. You like, how long did that tournament take from the time you started until you finished? Approximately. Let me go here and see if Sally's in the wings. Nope, no Sally. Guess I'm gonna have to invite y'all to come on here. Oh, there she is.
Hey.
Good morning. How you doing, little girl Sally?
What's that?
How you doing?
All right. Why are you talking so soft?
I don't know.
You're not?
I don't know. Am I?
Oh, I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you before.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I started the show with my microphone on mute, so everybody's telling me.
Oh, well,
I
there you
thought my
go.
camera was screwed. I thought my cha-ching.
Get it.
That's a good start to the show right there.
Yeah, it is. Let that inspiration flow.
Nice. What'd you
Okay.
sell? What'd you sell?
A Walmart dress.
A Walmart dress.
Yep.
Nice.
I bought it for $1, sold it for 14. Hey, I'll take it.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, guys, calling me Sally, the upside down shouter. You can make a good name for me every show, Buckcrack, I swear. Yes, I know. It's not going to ship today. Probably not.
What's that on your cap? Is that Superman?
Supergirl.
Supergirl.
Yeah,
Like
but
it.
I mean, it's the Superman logo, but then it has, the embroidered flowers and stuff.
Mm,
But
because
on the
Superman was all about
inside, it says strength and beauty equals a powerful woman.
that's you.
That's right. Except I have bad hair today, so that's where I'm wearing. I need to get my hair cut.
Yeah, it's okay. So is the weather ever going to warm up there?
Nope, probably not, because it freaking snowed again, like all night. So until it does, I'll probably be sick.
Nice.
Not nice. It's not nice. It's very ugly.
So you finally broke out the gold.
Oh, the Hogwarts gold, or the green gots.
The Bank of Gringotts.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's 999.34.
9%. Oh, 3/4%.
So something about 9 3/4. In the Hogwarts train,
Mm-hmm.
they had to run through that brick wall that was marked platform 9 3/4.
Right?
I think that's what that refers to.
Huh. So
It's got
is it chocolate?
no, it's kind of like a paperweight, kind of made out of like a. It feels like maybe just ceramic that's been painted gold.
And how much did you pay for it?
Too much. 18.95 plus tax.
Oh,
So whatever that was, over $20 by the end. But hey, I just had to have it. I like gold, and
that's funny.
yeah, yeah. If
Holy,
it
that
was
looks
real
really cool.
gold, that that much real gold would probably weigh about what 25 pounds because gold is very dense.
Mm-hmm.
This is not that dense. This weighs
Yeah.
maybe here. I'll put it on my scale over here. 15 ounces. Yeah, not real gold.
Yeah.
15 ounces of gold would be about 1/10 of this or less.
So a real bar like that of gold would weigh about 2 pounds,
No, it would weigh
3 pounds.
it would weigh about 25 pounds.
Oh,
It would weigh a lot.
Mr. City says so sick of cold weather. It makes me not want to do anything but gamble online. Yeah, just gotta be all careful with that.
It's turning spring here. It's warmer than it has more warmer than it was in the winter, but
Yeah, and then you can make your way to the casino. It's 55, huh? I bet
55.
you.
We're going to a high of 77.
uh, I bet you it's less than 20 degrees outside. And with the wind chill, it's probably 0. And we have really weird wind today because it's blowing one way and then it's blowing the other way. It's not, usually it's like it blows one way and then it'll blow the, it'll blow west and then it'll blow northwest.
Hmm.
Something like that. But today it's blowing west and then east. West and east.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's very weird. 25 pounds of gold. All right, let's see. In a troy ounce, there's 12 ounces of gold. So 12 times 25 times gold's about $1,960. So 25 pounds of gold would be $588,000.
Man.
About the price of a 2-bedroom house. Yeah.
The price of a 2-bedroom house where you live. See,
Actually, not here, but yeah, in Dallas or California or something. Yeah, probably.
here you can buy a house.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I was gonna say you could buy a house for like some places, $65,000 for a 2-bedroom house. But that's just here. There's a lot of people that come here and they're like, oh, we want to live here because it's so cheap or whatever. But then they go through one winter and they're like, screw this. I don't know what is going on with my, okay, there it goes. Seems like my Weather Channel app is not working. Like, it's just showing ads and stuff. I can't get any information. That's so weird. Huh.
5-bed, 4-bath, 350,000. That's its value now, Sadie.
Yeah, I
That
don't know
still
what's
sounds
going on.
like a lot of money to me. That's a third of $1,000,000, 350,000. Good grief! Like in the 1980s, I never thought houses would be worth
Yeah.
as much as they are.
Hi, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy. Tracy knows she just made a killing selling her house. My brother just sold his house and he's buying a bigger one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is he having more kids or something?
Oh, they pretty much live in the same town as their 2 other kids and I don't know, a bunch of grandkids.
Oh,
They were in a really nice house, but they got a good selling price for it, so they said
oh, oh.
we're if you remember last summer it was struck by lightning and burnt a little bit.
Uh-huh.
So their house got all fixed up like brand new. So they said, well, with it looking this nice, let's see what it's worth. So they did. And they went, huh, well, now we can afford it a better place.
Wow.
and they bought a different place. They were tired of for as nice as their house was, it was like crammed in too close to all the neighbors around them.
Oh,
It's a pretty small property land-wise. So they bought a little bit bigger house and they bought one that's on a full acre,
oh, cool.
which is,
So now they got some land to go along with it.
yeah,
Dang,
feels
Tracy,
like a robbery.
you made out in that deal, didn't you?
Wow, you sold it for 700,000, Tracy. Good God.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's a lot of money.
It sounds like Austin home prices are higher than Dallas Fort Worth.
I think there's a lot of people from California that's headed your way.
Well, they're moving into Dallas Fort Worth too, but golly, 700,000. Who can? You know, I know there's millionaires and such.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you have a house to sell, it's time to do
She's in Texas with the rich people like Todd.
it. Shoot.
Hi, Sharon.
Yeah, well, Cedar Park is a nice area. Is Cedar Park in the Austin School District, or is it got its own school district?
Yeah. So, anything exciting happened yesterday?
Uh, Not to me. I was talking with my boy. He's trying to buy a house, but
Yeah.
he wants to buy a $350,000 one, but he doesn't make enough money to make the payments. I'm like, how are you going to pay for that?
Oh, well, that's important.
And
Yeah.
I'm fronting him some down payment money, but I can't.
Yeah, you can't make the payments for them.
Yeah,
You're
I'm like,
gonna have to figure it out.
how are you gonna make the payments? Oh, I'll probably get a new job. I'm like, well, you get the new job, and then we'll talk about a $350,000 house.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's not happy with me.
Well, he'll learn that, you and your money's only here for a short while, so he needs to, I mean, I understand you're you're willing to help him and stuff, and that's great. I think parents should help if they can. But
Hmm.
um, they shouldn't make their house payments for them, and
He is a rich man.
and if you don't have money to pay for that, then you gotta get a good job. You gotta, you know, get a job that you can, afford to buy a house with, and then you can start
Yeah,
looking at houses.
yeah,
Start looking at houses and start looking at, how you're gonna do it. Yeah.
yeah. He's
Is
talking
that
more
David?
than, yeah, he's
That
talking more than $2,000 a month mortgage payments. I'm like,
yeah,
you don't
that's
make that much. I mean, he makes more than that, but that would be
well,
too
of
much
course,
of
yeah.
his. income. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's just nuts.
So, okay, so I mean, I don't think about this very often because I don't plan on buying a place anytime soon. But isn't there a percentage of your wages that you should be making that goes just towards strictly like 25% of your wages or something goes towards mortgage or rent?
Um,
Doesn't the bank look at that?
yeah, the bank looks at it hard like that, but
Yeah. But do you remember like what percentage
no.
or do you know
I
like
can't believe he could get a loan for the difference in what I'm going to front him, and he's got a good credit rating because he pays off his credit cards and stuff. But
right?
I,
5% lag? Tracy said I just came here this morning to borrow some money from Todd.
you don't need my money, Tracy. You got way more than I do now. You sold that house.
Tracy, get in line.
You know, Sadie's still out of my will.
Yeah,
He's trying to make it up to me, but
yeah.
it's going to take him a
Yeah,
while. I'm
and then
gonna.
I'm first. That brings me to
Yeah,
first because
yeah. You were always first.
me and Larry were kind of in uh in a tie. And
Yeah.
then, you know,
Larry
maybe
blew it when he knocked me out of that poker tournament night before last.
not.
I
I
identify as
identify as Todd still waiting on my checks.
oh,
Oh, that's too funny.
I
Mr.
hope.
Sadie is always first. No, that's not true. Back off, sis.
Wow, is the trash truck already here? I don't have my other barrel of trash out.
Yeah, I missed my
Yep,
trash the other
that's
day
him.
too.
Well, it's a
Yep.
good thing he's picking up the one I put out there because that's the one that's got all the dead meat in it.
That's good. I'm glad you got rid of that.
Oh God,
How many times did you vomit?
I didn't vomit, but I kind of got gaggy.
Ugh.
It
Yeah.
was horrible. In case you weren't on the show yesterday, yeah, I took a little video of it. There's some dead meat.
Ugh.
Look, I got my gloves on. I'm throwing
It's
things in
so
the
gross,
trash.
man. I can smell it from here.
Yeah,
It doesn't even matter.
this is
Like it's
nasty.
ugh.
All those rotten
Just the thought of it.
vegetables and look at the stuff that
Okay,
melted and went to the bottom.
so he thought it was a dead animal on his back porch, but really his freezer died, and so did all the meat that was frozen.
There's meat. There
And so
a
he
bunch of
basically
loaves of
had
bread.
a whole lot of dead animals on his back porch. He didn't investigate before he went on vacation.
So
So he came back and still smelled it.
I filled up that 5 gallon bucket 3 times.
Oh,
So it's good that I didn't have all that much in there because I've had that freezer just cram packed before. But yeah,
man.
it was nasty.
Yeah, that's gross.
Been there, done that.
He should have gave the trash guy an envelope. Yeah. That,
Golly.
I mean, all his stuff is gonna smell like gross anyways, but
Yeah.
But yeah, everything. Maybe you'll learn next time. Next time something smells gross,
Well, I,
investigate.
I started smelling it before we went on vacation 2 weeks ago,
I know.
and then we went on vacation, and then we got back, and about 4 days after we got back, I thought something still smells bad, and Gwen goes, "You think the freezer died?" Duh! I didn't even think of it. Years after I got everything out, look at all that blood
Ugh,
that leaked and dripped down to the bottom,
yeah, that's gross.
mixed with ice cream and popsicle goo, and
Horrible.
it is horrible. It's not that old of a freezer. It's only like 7 or 8 years
I
old.
I think I would have had to drag it out of the back porch and then empty it.
God, you know what? I am so glad we didn't have that freezer inside the house.
Yeah,
It was out on the back porch in the screened-in back porch.
yeah. You know, the that day that the mouse died inside, he crawled up the back of my or it actually was on the side probably. He crawled into the insulation on the side of my refrigerator, and and he died up there. And so when, and the refrigerator was still running, it pretty much just cooked him. So I just know that it was only like the first day the first day was tolerable. The second day, I woke up and came in here and I felt like I was breathing in uh like pretty much like stomach acid, like gas. It was horrible. Yeah, that's just not. And I told Brandon, I said, I need you to take that refrigerator outside, please, because it can't stay in here. It's gone. Even though it was still working, it's gone. There's nothing you could do. Yeah. Even most of the food inside of it went bye-bye. You remember that, Todd, right? When that mouse climbed up my refrigerator on the inside and died.
Yeah, you have so many mouse stories and
I
chipmunk
know.
stories.
Yeah, I do.
You got all the mammals.
Now I just have cat stories. Most of the time. My cat won't allow anything to be living in here besides him. He wouldn't have it.
Man,
Well, how
so
many items did you sell yesterday?
I got 3 going out.
Well, it's better than me.
It's it's not a good situation. It's better than nothing, but it's not good.
Do you know I talked to Valerie yesterday afternoon and she had a lot of shipping to do. She had sold 58 over the weekend and she had I believe she had like 2 bundles. Were green and then red and then green.
Well, the red is apple.
Oh,
Apparently,
Who
Apple is the largest company in the stock market.
Oh,
So they go the Dow Jones average, and then the Standard and Poor's average, and then Apple, and then Bank of America.
oh, Bank of America. Bank of America shouldn't even count. Those people are fraudulent. Mr. Sadie says depressing. Sorry. Oh, Lag says he has Apple stock. I'm sorry, Lag. I read today.
Oh, it's not down much. It's just down less than a point. So
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, the tech stocks, they're the largest companies, mostly on the Standard and Poor's. Those are the ones I need to do well.
Hi, Mike.
Mike.
So then.
Yeah, that rotten meat was actually not the worst smells I've ever smelled.
Yeah, I noticed that you said that it was the third.
Yeah, it's like,
What's your 1 and 2? That's what I want to know.
it's kind of a toss-up.
Really?
About 15 years ago, the basketball coach was making a joke on the junior high principal,
Uh-huh.
and he knew the principal was afraid of snakes.
Mm-hmm.
And so, sometime during one of the school days, they killed a snake out on the children's playground. It's like a 3, 4 foot snake,
Uh-huh.
and so he took that snake and put it inside a pizza box, and put it on the junior high principal's desk in her office, and
Oh my
said,
God.
he put a note on it and said, "Enjoy." And of course, she looked in the box and it worked. She just freaked out and got totally scared. But
Mm-hmm.
but then at the end of the day, it was a Friday. At the end of the day, she forgot to take the snake out to the trash, and
And
it
obviously he didn't remember either.
yeah, and it sat in her office rotting for the whole weekend. And then come Monday, I walked in the junior high and I was like, "Holy crap! What's that smell?" And then the closer you got to her office, the worse it got. And she had laid the pizza box down on the carpeted floor in her office, and that snake juice just melted into the carpet. And
Ew.
they had to move all the classes in the entire junior high out of the junior high and place them in a couple of empty classrooms in the elementary and in the high school.
Wow.
It was, and you could smell it for like, and that poor custodian, she worked on that office for like weeks and weeks. You could still
Yeah.
smell it in there at the end of the school year, like 3 months later, you could still get a whiff of that snake smell in her office.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, why wasn't the custodian working on Friday?
Well, she was, but she goes she goes home at 5 o'clock, in the afternoon.
Oh. Well,
She
yeah,
does her,
but
she'd do her regular duties, and then I don't know, maybe
well,
she
she
cleans the.
obviously didn't. She missed that classroom, huh?
Well, she probably cleaned it earlier in the day before the snake present arrived. And then I guess the next worst smell was 2 years ago when Bonnie was outside and got skunked and came in and rubbed all over everything.
Oh, true. So the snake was the worst.
I think
So
you can
yesterday,
imagine if you live for 66 years, you're going to be around some places that don't smell good.
yeah, but like I would just say probably the freezer would probably be my number one. If if I've had some pretty bad smells that I've dealt with, um, and most of them are from my nursing home days. That's what, yeah, it's just not pretty, you know?
Yeah,
But I would have to say, I mean, skunks, we deal with that here all the time, and I can s I can smell them so good whenever it's summertime that I could be sleeping and I will wake up if there's a skunk that's walking our fence line because they're just that stinky to me.
yeah.
And, but I've never been sprayed or anything. But I mean, I've dealt with, being close to that and having it stuck in my nose for hours and all that. But I don't know. It's invasive. It's invasive. It's an invasive smell, but I don't think it's like the worst thing I've smelled.
Yeah. No, it's horrible. In fact,
It
the
is
next day
horrible.
after Bonnie got skunked, she got her shower and washed clothes extra and then went to teach school. And the high school principal sent her home because it was stinking up
Yeah.
the smell from her.
I I know that when my son got sprayed, he called me and said that he was headed here on his bike and that he had got sprayed by a skunk. And I'm like, "Are you sure you're gonna be able to make it? You don't want me to come get you?" And he's like, "No, I'm almost there. I'm just letting you know that I'm coming." And I said, "Okay, well, I'll wait outside for you." And I could smell him coming. And he gets here and, he's just writhing in pain because it's stinging his legs now.
Hmm.
And and so I made him strip down to his underwear on the porch. And um and so I had a washcloth and a towel and I had, got the washcloth. I had him, try and get the part off where he got sprayed. I had him wash that with the washcloth and stuff, and then dry himself with the towel, and then left that on the porch. And then I had him go straight to the bathroom, and where I had cleaned out my cupboards, and I'd taken everything that was tomato based, ketchup, uh, tomatoes, tomato sauce, tomato
Hmm.
soups, um, canned tomatoes, anything that was tomato based,
Yeah.
I got and had taken to the bathroom. So, um, he's in there and he's in the shower, but with his underwear on, and I keep pouring things over his legs, and so I just did that, and he finally said that it was, subsiding because of the tomato stuff. He's like, "It's finally working, it's not burning anymore." So then, once he stopped burning his skin and stuff, then I started working on his clothes because he wanted me to save his clothes because his jacket and all of that was in his clothes. So he's like, I need you to try to save this stuff, Mom. So I put everything in a bucket um, that he had on, plus the towel and washcloth that I took out there to him. I put everything in a bucket and I filled it up with hot water and the rest of the tomato sauce and tomato paste and stuff like that. And it sat there for 2 days. It sat like that for 2 days. Once it was there for 2 days, I filled the bucket up with water and rinsed the
Slack
tomato stuff
bladder.
out as much as possible. And then I put it in the washer and I washed it like 3 or 4 times and then dried it and it was good as new.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a way out of it. You just have to it's gonna take some time. It's not gonna be like super fast. I'm surprised that my dogs have never been sprayed because they're, barky little chihuahuas. So,
Yeah.
um,
Good morning, Steph.
hi, Steph.
Do I know Steph? I think I've seen you in chats before. It's been a long time. Good morning.
Yeah,
Good
I
morning.
think, well, I know she just recently subscribed to me, but, uh,
Get you a wrench here.
probably not. I can't say anything though because not on YouTube. Um, but I heard that milk, or isn't not milk. It's not milk. It's, peroxide. I think it's, some kind of peroxide mix with something else, and that will also take out the sting and the smell of skunk stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anything's perfect though. It just takes over and over rubbing and scrubbing. We finally got that smell out of the couch.
Yeah.
Good thing my uh, couch cushions had the the cover part zips off and you can wash them.
Oh, right.
So after washing each one a couple of times,
Bumcrack said, when I worked in a phone shop, we had an old lady used to come in and sit down in a chair at the desk. We call her Miss Slackbladder, as she always left a smelly puddle for us to clean up. How kind. Ew. Yeah, that's gross. Um,
this stuff works pretty
Tommy
good.
slaying eBay, huh? That's cool. I didn't even know he was selling on eBay again.
Who? Who?
Oh, Nature's Miracle Skunk Odor Remover. Yeah,
That
that
stuff
probably
works
works too.
pretty good, but nothing's yeah,
And really,
nothing gets it all out.
you could probably use like anything that's odor remover type stuff to, you know, it, I mean, if you can get that, it's probably best. But if you can't get that because of where you live, then because I'm sure that there's some people that don't have that available to them.
It's supposed to work or your money back. I think
Oh,
Gwen
well,
I think Gwen bought
that's
two
good.
bottles of this and we used up a whole other one.
Guaranteed.
Guarantee. A guarantee.
Guaranteed. Yeah.
So what
Hey
else
there,
is going on?
sarcastic.
I still got to haul that freezer out from the back porch and out to the front and hose it down, and then call the scrap metal guys to come get it. I wonder how
Well,
much I wonder how much they get for taking a freezer to the scrap metal place.
oh yeah. Uh, probably not much. Probably like maybe $10,
You
I'd
think
say.
they have to get a big load of? I bet more than
Yeah.
that.
Well, I'm
Or
glad
less.
that he's doing good on there, Tracy. Steph says it took my dog nearly a year to stop smelling after getting sprayed. I tried everything, brings back terrible memories. How horrible. Um,
A 200-pound refrigerator might get you $30.
yeah, it depends on how much your scrap is paying, you know. Fishing and Pickin says, did I miss something? I went to leave feedback for things I bought last week, and I got an error message. You waited longer than our policy allows. Did eBay update to Macari rules? No. No.
Hmm.
I believe you still have, what is it, like 90 days or something.
Hmm.
What the heck? Sarcastic says that he sold his entire death pile on Saturday. How'd you do that?
Did you have a garage sale or something? Or you just advertised it and somebody came by and picked it up?
And this, you little shit.
What'd she say?
I see that. Oh yeah, you're supposed to drain the Freon out of it, because that's not like recycle friendly or whatever. But I bet you they don't. You gotta get that flame back, Mr. Sadie. You need papers from a HVAC company, but most won't ask. Oh, for the Freon type thing. Larry stopped listing for 2 months. The second month, I just shut down completely for the move. I haven't really listed consistent yet. I expected this, but it still sucks. Yeah, that's
Well,
kind of how they do.
you can live off part of the money you made on your house sale for a while
Yeah, I
till you
mean,
get cranked up again.
yeah,
You
but
just
she's gonna try and build, I think, so she's gonna have to have money, some money for that.
yeah.
She can't just skate on by. Yeah, I think that was the case too, Tara, is like, um, if you don't have the papers or whatever from HVAC, you might have to pay them to take it and so that they can have it drained.
I have a feeling the Freon just leaked out because the the motor on the freezer was still going. It just wasn't cold.
I don't know though.
I don't know what could have broken it, but
It's
I
hard
wasn't
to
a
get
very good
motivated
freezer
again.
anyway. About every 6 months, I had to defrost it.
Steph says it's hard to get motivated again after a break. I took time off to move too, so I got rolling on eBay again 4 months later. Yeah, it's a process, man. I mean, this is a motivation-based business. So if you don't have motivation, whether it be bills or oh, that guy sold that, so I know I can sell this, you know, that kind of motivation, like, um, just trying to like one up somebody, I mean, there's a bunch of different ways to have motivation, but you gotta find something, if you maybe make deals with yourself. Me and Valerie are in competition again. We're trying to see who can hold out because we neither of us need to source right now. Um, so I challenged her again, and so we're gonna see who can hold out the longest again. Last time it was like I think it was like 3 weeks, I think. We we both didn't go to the thrift store, so, um, it was pretty good, and, but we still had to list and try and be consistent and everything with that, so we could still get the sales. Yeah, Tracy, like, it does feel weird because, like, if you if you just get so I don't know, I felt like I got burned out, and I had to find other ways to revive revive stuff, revive the way that I looked at things. And listing things that you like to list is important. So if you like to list jewelry, or if you like to list clothing, or whatever, you need to be sourcing for those things. Um, if you can sell it, if you know know enough about it to sell it, then I think you should list those things because then it won't be so hard. I know that is difficult, um, Joanne. The fear of missing out. I know, and I'm afraid that I mean, I just found a new thing with my thrift store where if I go on Friday and Saturday, I can get all the tags that are on sale. I can get everything for $1 each. How that's the only thing better than that is a freaking churchyard sale. And I'm not gonna have, any of those for the next, you know, probably a good month before those start. So yeah, well, Steph, you probably can get by. And if one thing how you can challenge yourself is you can only source as many as you sell in between times of you could set limitations for yourself, and so you might be like, well, I only sold 10 things. There's not even any reason for me to go sourcing because that means I can only pick up 10 things. Yeah. Yeah. And then, you could be like me and like I'll set all these limitations for myself and then I'll be like, "What the fuck you talking about? You ain't telling me what to do." Have an argument with myself.
Yeah, I got rid of so much stuff in my garage
That's
sale,
good.
but then I look around the house and go, dang, why didn't I put that in the garage sale? Dang, why didn't I put that in the garage sale? There's so much stuff laying around that should have been in the garage sale, but we ran out of time at that time. We had the
Yeah.
flooring people come in and pretty much wreck the house. They didn't wreck it. It's just
Man, lag. Lag spent 6K on inventory yesterday.
wow.
I hope it was good stuff. I bet you it was.
6K. What'd you buy? You buying like pallets of stuff?
He's not going to tell you.
Well, he can tell me the general gist. He could say, yeah, I buy pallets of stuff, or I bought a
Yeah.
I bought a half a semi load of stuff, or four
Yeah.
thousand dollars. That's more than I paid for the Western Wear store buyout.
Oh, that's good, Mr. Sadie. He's revamping his eBay business. That's good. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If you, I, I, I think that if you think about things and you're like, I really hate listing belts, then don't list belts anymore. Yeah, you might miss out on some money that you can make with belts, but you know what? If you don't like to list belts anymore, then don't list belts anymore. Do what we gotta do. Yeah, I think I need some more coffee too. But yeah, it's just about time to get to work on listing hats today.
Yeah, I think today is a listing day for me too. I got my weekend stuff shipped yesterday, and I got the meat out of the freezer yesterday, and
Good job.
so yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Mr. City. That's hard to deal with all that stuff that you want to get rid of, and you can't get rid of it soon enough or fast enough, and you feel like it's haunting you.
Yeah, I got about 7 or 8 DVD players to get listed. Still
Yeah,
got some video game consoles to test. I
yep.
don't know if I'll ever get around to that. What was that?
It's an app, and it tells you when to drink water.
Oh, it sounded like you had a leaky bladder.
Oh my god. Who else thought I peed myself?
It's, it's kind of what it sounded like. Anyway,
That's funny. You okay over there? Sometimes it scares the crap out of me, and I forgot that I don't have my Bluetooth. Tracy thought I
pouring
was
whiskey.
pouring whiskey.
It's, it
Oh
sounded
my,
like a cow pissing on a flat rock.
on the rocks.
Uh,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's too funny. Um, yeah, sometimes I forget that if I don't have my Bluetooth on or if I have my Bluetooth on and that comes through and it's right in my hearing aids, it sometimes really scares me. Like, what was
Uh,
that?
Sadie thought your water broke. Having my baby.
Oh my gosh. Made me cry. Ugh. No, but it's supposed
All
to
right.
sound like trickling water to tell you that it's time to take a drink.
9 o'clock. So we'll see you tomorrow morning. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Okay. Have a good
Thanks
day, y'all.
everybody for joining in the side chat,
Get your stuff done. See
listening
you
in. I wonder how
tomorrow.
many people just come on and lurk on the show for a little while and never put anything in the side chat.
I don't know.
Probably not many. I never have more than about 17 to 25 around in there watch the show. Anyway, all right. Everybody have a good Tuesday. We'll see
Bye.
you on Wednesday. Bye now.